Emmanuel Community.
Hi, this is Vicki at Emmanuel, and we are hosting Celebrate Aging today, and I'm so happy that you could join us. Today I have with me Debbie, and Debbie is going to talk to us and share with us a few stories about the Madison. The Madison apartments are connected to the nursing home, and it is a wonderful facility built about, well, the apartments were built like six years ago.
Yeah.
And there's 2 floors. We got underground parking. There is 1 and 2 bedrooms.
Apartments, yeah. They're laid out very nice and easy for people to maneuver in, as far as, you know, elderly with walkers and wheelchairs and things like that.
And
So
you
very nice
said that when you were looking at which apartment your mom would like, because she was like one of the first ones to move in.
Yep.
You came when there were electric cords and
Yep, and air compressor hoses, and we had her in a wheelchair, and we were jumping and hoses and everything, picking out which floor pattern we wanted the best and where she would be the most comfortable.
you were excited to get here.
Yes.
And now your mom, Edna, lives on the far end where she can see not only the school field, but also the church parking lot.
Yep.
So she kind of keeps track of who's going to church and who's in sports.
Yeah, we have a cousin that she knows where his parking spot is every Sunday and where he's gone to church and if he hasn't gone to church, and so he just pulls up now and waves at her window because he knows she's watching.
Well, Debbie, since your mom has been here for all of the 6 years that Madison has been here, you've noticed, of course, the people who come and go and the fellowship that your mom has with the neighbors, but that we also have a few needs around here at the Madison. Even though it's brand new, there are still some things that we need.
Right.
Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Well, we have noticed that the people here, they see everybody every breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and so it would be nice to bring some of the community in.
Absolutely.
To kind to intermingle and get some conversations going. We were hoping to get some volunteers for, like, when they have women's group or a social hour, to come up with a topic to kind of lead the groups, and so that keeps all the conversation and the fun and the energy going with things that are going out in the community as well.
Right, absolutely. I think that's a wonderful idea. So we're looking for volunteers, capital V, volunteers. And there is a monthly calendar, isn't it, of activities, of kind of what is scheduled.
Right.
Because people who live at the Madison can be independent as well as have a full assisted living package.
Correct.
You can cater to what the needs of the person are.
Right.
And so there is what we call offerings, but not like the nursing home where we have them like every 2 hours kind of thing.
Right. And there are some activities over at Emmanuel that they are able to participate in as well.
Yes.
And volunteers to help motivate or move them, whether it's walking beside them or pushing them in a wheelchair to some of those activities, would be greatly appreciated.
Yes. It does get to be a long trek.
Yes.
I know you and your mom and your sister often come to church services on Sunday at Emmanuel.
Yep.
And that is wonderful, but it is a long walk. And so if someone is in a wheelchair, it's really nice if somebody walks with them and gives them that little push.
And I do think some of the people that are walking with walkers, you know, they want to go to the activities, but they know how exhausting it is. And they would, if, you know, someone would walk with them or offer to push them back, they might enjoy those activities even more.
And I know there are a few places where there are chairs available to sit down, and then a person could sit down and when they're visiting with somebody and have that person with them. So volunteers for, we call them escorts, escorting them to and from activities, which of course activities are fun, so the escort could stay and share in that as well. Morning continental breakfast, we offer a continental breakfast here at the Madison, but you're kind of noticing that people are needing a little more help at breakfast too, right?
I have a concern, even though it's a continental breakfast. You know, there again, people with wheelchairs and walkers, it's hard to balance plates or carry a hot cup of coffee or something like that. So we do have some ladies that have been very gracious and are volunteering to help serve people at continental breakfast, but I believe we have a few other days and some backups that we still could fill in on that too.
Okay, so Ashley McNally is the housing manager here, and she would love to hear from you if you're interested in volunteering. There's a wide range of volunteer opportunities for a person, and Debbie knows firsthand. I suppose you're kind of here all different kinds of the hours of the day and night. So
I pop in all different times. I try to usually make it for breakfast myself, but I'm usually on the late end, so I'm the cleanup committee.
Well, there you go. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Well, let's just pretend like there's a social activity coming up, and like you say, the residents, these at the Madison, are coming down here to the dining room. Usually, the dining room here is our gathering place,
right,
is it?
Right.
All right. And it would be nice if there would be one or two people, especially if they've what am I trying to say? Active in the community. They could even bring in like the newspaper and talk about what's going on, expanding on the newspaper articles.
Local events, or if you have a talent or a craft. Even just, there's a wonderful magazine here called Reminiscence, going through and reminiscing with people, keeping the conversation going, and
keeping people vibrant and interested and engaged in activities.
Yes.
Totally. So we are putting the offer out there. If you're interested in volunteering, if you're interested in people, if you like to hear stories, that's one thing about reminiscing. You start one story and all of a sudden you've got 10 stories.
Yes, I have gotten a truckload of knowledge I love being around these people that they encourage you and they give you their stories and their experience. It's been great.
Yes. And even if you have like a pet, if you wanted to come and bring your pet with too, I know that we do allow pets here, and that's always fun. They have, when it gets nice now, even outside, walks outside. We have a beautiful enclosed courtyard, and we could have activities outside as well. Maybe you have got one of those gardens that grows lots and lots of stuff. Maybe you've got rhubarb or peas, and get the ladies together, and we could have a
snap peas and chop rhubarb.
Yeah, and then make something, and then eat it, and then invite me.
Yeah.
Getting recipes, having a recipe exchange.
That would be great.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Any ideas are welcome. I just feel like there's so much more out in the community that they could offer in here and bring in here that I'm hoping for volunteers.
So would you be interested in talking to them yourself, or would you rather have them call Ashley?
Well, I think Ashley would know what is scheduled coming up, because she does do the scheduling around here, but I am more than happy talking to anybody about ideas and helping getting them going.
And remember now, she said she comes usually for the continental breakfast. So if you come in the morning, you can catch her right here.
Yep, best cup of coffee in town, free.
Hey, it's sounding better all along. Yeah. The Madison does have 36 apartments, 1 and 2 bedroom. We do have some openings from time to time, and so it's always good to talk to Ashley about your ideas about the future and what you're looking for. Tours, people can come for tours here. Yeah. Like I say, there's underground parking, so we do have a garage that's available. And is your mom happy in her apartment?
Oh, she loves her apartment. She probably has one of the best views in the place. She's right across from the high school, so she now knows more about high school football and any activities that go on across the road as well. So she's been very happy.
And since this is a 2-level, there's an apartment right above here that would have that same view.
Yes.
Maybe they have someone at Trinity too that they want to keep track of who's going to church. You never know. You never know. Well, there's so much going on at the Madison, and we'd love to have more community involvement. So if you're interested, maybe you're part of a circle, or you're part of another community organization in town that maybe you want to have your monthly meeting here, talk to your members, and maybe they'd like to come over. That'd be neat.
I know there's a lot of church groups that are service oriented.
Yes.
Maybe they could take it on as a project.
And I'm thinking this summer, the people who like those classic cars, bring a couple over. Let's talk cars. That'd be awesome too. Many ideas. So call Ashley here at the Madison, or come in the morning, have a cup of coffee with Deb. If I can get that out, I need my cup of coffee. But we're happy here at the Madison and love to have you consider volunteering. So this is Vicki at Emmanuel, wishing you the best day ever.